What did you feel when you woke up this morning? Even another question might be, what do you want to feel when you wake up tomorrow? Or what do you want to feel when you go to the grocery store? What do you want to feel when you go to work? What do you want to feel at the end of the day? What do you want to feel tonight when you go home? What do you want to feel about your life? In this talk, we'll discover how opening to our feelings allows us to touch into our power, into our desire, so that we can fully express and experience the power of Spirit in everything that we do. Once upon a time, there was a man who was in Africa, and he had this dream of wanting to have a diamond. So he went to this diamond mine, and he stood in front of the diamond mine, and he met a native person there. And that person was holding a huge diamond. And he said to himself, I'm going to get that diamond. I want that diamond. And the presence of Spirit within him said, really? Do you really want that diamond? If you really want that diamond, you can have that diamond. And he thought, wow, this is powerful. And then he went inside and he kind of saw himself with that diamond. And he saw himself at home in front of his fireplace with his friends holding that diamond. And they were just like, wow, that is so beautiful. You are amazing to have that diamond. That is incredible. Then he realized it wasn't the diamond that he wanted. What he wanted was to feel recognized. What he wanted was to feel loved. And what he wanted was to be able to be the essence of who he was. It wasn't about the diamond. So what's one area of your life that you would like to improve? Maybe your relationship. Maybe your work. Maybe your hobbies. Maybe your spiritual activity. Maybe the way that you're able to be present in the moment. What is it that you really want? What is it that your spirit wants? What is it that the presence of God as you desires to experience through you? So today we're going to look at what can we tap into that is that desire that's within all of us, that is that presence of God in all of us that is here in you, experiencing through you this lifetime. What does that want to be in you? And I bet it's not about the stuff. Desire, we all have this desire, don't we, within us? And it's that desire that moves us forward. It's that desire that helps us to overcome obstacles in our life. It's that desire that helps us to be connected. I like to think that desire is source, tapping at the door of our consciousness with infinite possibilities. There's a quote that I like that is or it's actually where desire comes from. It comes from a French word, désirer, which has the meaning of the Father. So our desires come from our ability to tap into this presence. Some call it God, some call it Father, some call it Spirit, some call it Source that's within us. And if we listen, we'll find ways to experience that in our lives. And I really believe that's why we're here. desire is source, spirit, God, Father, love, tapping at the door of your consciousness with infinite possibility. So what is your deepest desire? I'm hoping that you're starting to get a picture of what that is, that sort of below the surface. What is that desire? Mark Epstein, he's a psychologist and author, wrote, "Desire is a teacher, that if we allow ourselves to immerse ourselves in our desires without guilt or shame or clinging, we will discover a lot about ourselves. And we will actually open ourselves to embrace life fully." The desires of our hearts are source, tapping at the door of our consciousness with infinite possibility. And our affirmation today is, the desires of my heart are fulfilled perfectly. Because we're going to talk about how we can get in touch with those desires and know that they are fulfilled perfectly in you. So let's affirm this together. The desires of my heart are fulfilled perfectly. Feel that. Perfectly. Getting in touch with what spirit, with what God, with what love, with what our higher self desires for ourselves cannot be any other way but perfect. Our desires initiate our goals, our visions, and intentions. And within every desire, there is actually a feeling that we want to experience. That's at the root of our desire. We want to be happier. We want to feel better. We want to be more successful. We want to be more fulfilled. And underneath each of these ideas is a feeling that wants to arise in you. For example, if you want to increase your prosperity around money, it's not because of the money. Because there's a deeper desire, a deeper feeling underneath that desire for money that is the truth of what you want. To have more security, to have more power, to be able to purchase the things that you like, to be able to afford the things that you like. So there's a feeling underneath that desire. If you want to improve your relationship, it's because you want to feel more love. You want to feel more connected. You want to feel more intimacy. You want to feel more cherished. Yeah? You want to feel more cared for. If you desire healing in your family, it's probably because you want to continue to experience that connection with your family, to continue to have that love, to continue to have those relationships. Anybody heard of the book titled The Desire Map by Danielle Laporte? She talks about in her book about an experience that she had on New Year's Eve. She and a friend were getting together on New Year's Eve, and they had the fire going, and it's a nice setting, and they're talking about what they desire for the next year. What do they want to accomplish in the next year? And they started listing all these things that they wanted, and then they started talking about how they're going to get those things. And Danielle says that she had an awareness. And that awareness was that she wanted to feel something. So she started to write down the feelings. She said, I wanted freedom. I want abundance. I want to feel sexy. I want to feel connected. I want to feel creative. I want to feel true love. So she wrote those things down and she circled all of those things, and that became the foundation for this book. Sometimes I think we don't realize how powerful our feelings are and how powerful our feelings can be in terms of manifesting that which we desire. Sometimes we just want things sort of intellectually. Oh, it'd be nice to have a new car, or it'd be nice to have a piano, or it'd be nice to have a new guitar, or it'd be nice to, we can list off all these things, but that's not the attracting energy. The attracting energy is what we want to feel. And as we know, when we can embrace that feeling, embody that feeling, we tap into the essence and the truth and the energy within us and can actually move forward towards that which we desire. There's a great quote from the Bible that many have heard to say, "As a man thinketh, so is he." Well, that's not the full quote. Anybody know what the full quote is? There's a part that's left off here. Very curiously, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Wow. What a dispowering omission, right? It's what we think in our heart. And as we know, as we study neuropsychology and neurophysics, we realize that the heart and the mind are connected. We've talked about that a lot in the last few weeks. You know, there's a magnetic field that emanates from our hearts that's 30 times stronger than the electronic field in our brain. And so what we want to really focus on is how can we activate this field? And we do this by realizing what our feelings are. Can you imagine what it would be like if you connected to what you wanted to feel before you set your goals? What is it I really want to feel? What is it that I want to feel as I am experiencing health or prosperity, a perfect relationship? When we pursue a positive feeling, we are guided by Source. When we pursue a positive feeling, we are guided by Spirit, by God, by the Father, by the universe. And all of that engages with us in bringing that which we desire forward. This is where our clarity is. If we can get in touch with what it is we want to feel, that's where we find our power. That's where we find our joy. That's where we find our passion. That's where we find our truth. This is where good ideas come from. Want to be creative? Discover the feeling that you want to have when the avenue of creativity is expressed as you. And bam, you're going to attract it just like that. So you might say, okay, well, this is all a great idea. How do I do this? You came to the right place. So here are some things that we can do to create a powerful life experience. And the first one is we need to get clear about what we want to feel. Right? To get really clear. What is it that I want to feel when I'm in the perfect relationship? What is it I want to feel when I'm being creative? It sounds simple, doesn't it? Just get in touch with your feelings. Not so easy, is it? A lot of us aren't trained or aren't brought up to experience our feelings. So we really have to work at what is it that I feel. Most people don't even know what they want. A lot of people don't even know what they want to feel. They know it feels good to feel good, but they're not actually identifying what is the feeling that I actually want. And there's a lot of things that stop us. Some of us tend to want what other people want more than what we want ourselves. It's been a pattern for me in a lot of my life. Other people are more important than, I've seen other people as being more important in the past than what I want to feel. And a lot of us are just disconnected from our feelings. We've been hurt in some way and have said, you know what, I don't want to feel my feelings. It hurts to feel my feelings. And so we kind of push them away. Sometimes we don't want to own any feelings because we don't want to feel. Feeling for a lot of people means connecting to their pain. So we shut our heart down. We shut our love out. We shut out what honors us. So today, we're embracing and embarking on discovering what it is that you want to feel. What is it that you really want to feel? And this is what Spirit, God, the universe, the presence wants to experience as you. So what do you want to feel when you wake up tomorrow morning? Joy, hopefully, peace, prosperity. And you can begin to bring that feeling forward by focusing on it now and giving it a priority. What would you like to feel when you drive to work? What would you like to feel when you drive to school? What would you like to feel when you pick up your grandchildren or call your grandchildren? How would you like to feel when you pay your bills, when you write your checks? It's important to connect with our feelings to help us to decide what it is we really want. You know, our feelings will attract more of the things that make us feel the same way. Get that? Our feelings will attract more of the things that make us feel the same way. So if we're focused on feeling sad, we're going to bring more sadness into our life. If we're focused on being happy, we're going to see that happiness everywhere because we know what we focus on does what? It expands. It's a law of the universe. So we want to focus on the feelings that are going to bring that which we desire into our life. So, and the second thing we can do is to realize that as you awaken to your feelings, your life is going to change for the better. Because you're going to pursue that which is really important to your higher self, to your essence, to the presence of Spirit that's expressing as you. And in the same way, you'll be liberated from doubt and fear and the stuff that holds you back because you're not focusing on it. You may even find that your relationships will change. You'll find that your views about money will change because you'll start to look at what is it I really want? What am I really spending my energy, my life, my money, my time on? And is that what's really important to me? And as we do this, things are going to shift. And the third thing is to connect with, follow that desire, and then surrender. Don't be all about, I gotta have it this way. I can feel it in my bones. It's got to be this way. Anybody ever feel that way before? No, none of us like to control anything, do we? So, in fact, I love what Julia Cameron in The Artist's Way says. She says, the creative process is about surrender, not control. Ever try to be creative? And it's like, okay, I want to be creative and I'm going to just make it happen my way. And I find for myself that all of a sudden my my circle of connection shrinks. All of a sudden, I cannot be present to the creative process because I'm trying to make it happen. Creativity happens when we relax. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? This is the art of allowing. Creativity is the art of allowing Spirit to move as you in the perfect way at the perfect time, and not trying to make it happen according to the time that Blaine or you want to make something happen. Just to relax into it and let it happen. You know, I like to play the ukulele. And I've been doing it about, 9 months or a year or something. And sometimes I find that, if I just want to be in the same place I was last time I played, right? And so I'm like pushing it and trying to make it happen, and it's getting me upset. But I find if I can just relax into it and let it flow through me, it's a much more pleasant experience rather than trying to make it happen. Every teacher that I come across in teaching ukulele says, just relax. Don't try and force it. Relax your hand when you strum. Don't try to make it happen. Relax. Surrender. The creative process is a process of surrender. And the last thing, and the fourth thing to live a powerful life is to discover the dominant feelings that you want to experience in your life. What are the dominant feelings that you want to experience? So, if you had to pick 4 things, think about what they might be. What are 4 feelings that are important for you in your life? Danielle picked divinely feminine, connected, innovative, and affluent. She wrote them down and then she circled them. For me, I felt I want to feel loved. I want to feel inspired. I want to feel connected. And I want to feel happy. What are the feelings that you want to feel? What are the feelings that will anchor the desires of who you are? What are the feelings that Spirit is offering to you to experience in your life, to be in your life? What are the feelings that Spirit wants you to experience every day, to feel every day? Maybe it's passion. Maybe it's love. Maybe it's success. Maybe it's power. Maybe it's coming from your truth. The more we connect with our feelings, the more we collaborate with the higher power, with the universe, with Source. The more we connect with divine intelligence, the more and easier things happen in our lives because we're connected to that passion. We'll have more joy. The best thing I believe that we can do for ourselves and for the world is to live our desire, to live knowing the feelings that promote the desire that we want to experience. Because then we are going to live lives that connect us with the presence of God that's everywhere and allow us to live that in our lives. And I really believe that the presence of God is everywhere, that it is expressing itself as us. And so we're really talking about connecting with that presence and that power to be that. Don't you just know that? Don't you just know that Spirit, the universal mind, that God, the love, wants you to be all you can be? Because in that you bring something to this plane of reality or expression that lights up the world. So your assignment this week is to get clear on what it is that you want to feel. When you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, what do you want to feel? What is the presence of God? And this is really what we're asking. What is the presence of God as you want to experience, feel? I guarantee you that you will have an amazing week. You will have an amazing life as you connect with that which desires to experience and express itself as you. And the key to that is to discover what you want to feel. And our affirmation is, the desires of my heart are fulfilled perfectly. Let's say it and kind of whisper it to each other. Let's say it together. The desires of my heart are fulfilled perfectly. And look at somebody else and tell them the same thing. But say, the desires of your heart are fulfilled perfectly. So find somebody. You got somebody? Your desires of your heart are fulfilled perfectly. I invite you to close your eyes. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting everything go. Surrendering to this moment. How do you feel right now? Breathing in and breathing out. And as you continue to breathe, pick one feeling that you want to feel right now. And bring this feeling into your heart. As if you can breathe it in and lay it gently upon your heart. And imagine that this feeling, the word, the essence, is expanding. It's expanding in your mind, in your body, every cell, every thought, every feeling. Maybe you can sense a temperature around this feeling and allow that to expand. Imagine that this feeling goes before you, goes after you, it's around you, above you, and below you. Breathing in and breathing out. And let's just take a moment or two to rest in the beauty of this feeling in the silence. And begin to bring your awareness back to this moment. Holding in your heart and in your mind this feeling. Let this be the leading desire of your day. So at this time, I invite you to think about love. To think about love. To be present to the power of love that's in your life. I love the look of these women that are hugging each other and sharing this amazing thing that we hope to do soon, which is to hug each other without masks on. But love is contagious. Love is a reaction to loving. We receive love to the extent that we give love. And in the same way, we receive prosperity of time, of life, of health, to the extent that we're a part of being, to the extent that we play a part in that. And so today, I invite you to prepare your love offerings for Unity on Maui, knowing that as you give to us, you also receive. I like to think it's like the universe operates out of the law of giving and taking. As we give, we receive. As we give, we literally, I believe, spiritually, metaphorically, open ourselves up to receive. In a sense, we say, you know what? I'm a giver. These spiritual principles are important to me, and I am living in that principle. Knowing that as I give, I open myself to receive. So, as you hold your gift, let's affirm together our affirmation and our prayer of prosperity. And let's say it together. Through a grateful, giving heart, my mind and life overflow with the abundance of God's all-providing, infinite supply. Thank you, God. So thank you, loving Spirit, for these gifts that have come to us in love. We hold them, we bless them, we give thanks for them, knowing that they are moving through this ministry out into the world. And we behold a world filled with light, with love, with joy, and with peace. And so it is. Thank you. Well, I got just a couple of announcements today. If in the future you'd like to feel happy, you can. I think I've totally lost control. But you know what? This is a creative process. I'm going to live what I teach and be like, I'm cool with it. Right? I'm cool with it. Surrender, right? I surrender. Where's the white flag? Oh, boy. So if you'd like to donate flowers and have them behind us on the platform here on Sunday morning, you can call or sign up or send me an email letting me know you want to bring flowers, and I'll be happy to have your beautiful flowers displayed and mention whatever it is you'd like us to hold for you on Sunday morning. So thank you for that. And yeah, today's a day that we get to take the Christmas decorations down. I know, we had so much fun putting them up a month ago or however long that was. We had a great group of people show up, and it was great. We sang Christmas songs and roasted chestnuts on an open fire, and all the things that you do on Maui all the time. So thank you, folks, for sticking around today and helping us take the Christmas decorations down. And I am excited to let you know that starting a week from Sunday, or next Sunday, the 16th, this is next Sunday, I'm going to start a fall program that I am titling Our Journey Through the Gifts of Winter. And it's going to be a quite fun, interactive program. And I have packets at the back of the room that you can get for this program, and it includes a letter from me describing what this program is. And really what it is, we're going to celebrate winter. And you're going, winter? We don't have winter on Maui. I know, but we, as human beings, there is a pattern that we go through, or feelings that we experience in winter. It's often a time of reflection and checking within. And so this series that we're about is going to honor those things that we can celebrate in winter so we can come out into the spring in full bloom. So it'll be a fun program. All my next 5 Sunday talks will be based on this theme. And you'll be able to follow along, because included in the packet is a calendar of the next month with the Sundays listed and my Sunday talks. And each day has a theme. So, for example, the Monday the 24th says read an article. And on the next page, I have on January 20th, what did I say, 23rd, 24th? 24th, thank you. There is an article that I suggest reading. So I've got fun activities to get us through this month together. And also, the last page has stickers. Ooh. And so daily, you can put your stickers in the passport book that comes along with this packet, so you can follow us on this journey, and you can journal about what you're experiencing and put your sticker on each page so you can follow along that way and have a kinesthetic way of being there with us. And then also on Thursday, we'll have a Zoom meeting for over the 4 or 5 weeks to talk about what we're experiencing in this journey through the gifts of winter. So those are available back there. Please sign up to be a part of the class when you take one of the packets, so that we can follow who all is participating. And thank you for that. I'm really excited about it, looking to have a good time with all of you. All right. Oh, and some folks have said, hey, Rev, when can I become a member of Unity on Maui? I love the teachings. I want to be a part of it. And so it finally came around to a date. We're going to do it on Sunday, January 23rd at noon. And we'll have a fun class. We'll meet either here or in my office or something. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll talk about what is unity, what can I learn from unity, why is it important, what does unity believe, and how do those beliefs operate in this church, and what is the structure of this church. Some people don't really understand that we have a minister, I think, and we have a board, and we have a lot of people who donate their love and their time to this ministry. So it'll be a great class. That's a week from Sunday on the 23rd. Bring a lunch, and we'll have a good time together. I look forward to that. And I think with all that being said, why don't we stand up and take a deep breath. Just feel the beauty and the feeling of this moment. Giving thanks to Spirit for this opportunity to be together. And let's affirm and pray together our prayer for protection, which begins. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. God bless you, friend. Mahalo for being here today. I love you, and aloha. Where I live, they're all rain.